This case absolutely shook Milwaukee to its core. A father, sentenced to nearly half a century behind bars for the abuse and eventually death of his son, right here. This is the heartbreaking story of Romuan Moye and his son, Jacarie Robinson. In Milwaukee, the judge handed down a 47-and-a-half-year prison sentence to Moye. Prosecutors say the 45-year-old father intentionally starved Jacarie, keeping him locked away and isolated from the world. When police discovered Jacarie's body, the 12-year-old boy was severely emaciated, weighing only 54 pounds at the time of autopsy. The medical examiner's notes the boy's arms were both broke and several ribs. Moye allegedly used food as a form of punishment, and authorities said Jacarie had been beaten, choked, and stomped. And investigators described this home as filthy and cold. Jacarie was found in the living room, unfortunately unresponsive, surrounded by trash, and covered in maggots. Neighbors told the police they rarely saw the boy outside. School officials said Jacarie had been pulled from classes and hadn't been seen for months before his death. Now, this is one of those topics right here, so I decided, because I live in Florida, to look up the laws and the policies for schools because I wasn't aware. My two daughters go to school in Sanford, Florida. They don't have attendance issues, but so I looked it up, and here's the interesting part. The school has to take action in Florida if the student has 5 unexcused absences for a month or 10 in a 90-day period. But all they have to do is get involved as far as trying to contact the parents, getting in touch with the truancy officer, and trying to work through it. But the part that blows my mind as far as legality, it's the school's option if they want to contact law enforcement. If they want to refer it to the court, it's up to the school. If they want to refer it to the state attorney's office, it's up to the school. I think this is one of those rules where, it's a law to go to school if you're between the age of 6 and 16 here in Florida. If that law is broken, the police need to be involved. But let's get back to this. During trial, prosecutors called the case one of the worst examples of parental neglect and cruelty they've ever seen. Moye showed little emotion in court, even as the child's mother and relatives broke down in tears demanding justice. The judge in this case, Laura Crivello, called the crime the most vicious and aggravated thing she had seen in nearly 30 years of experience, describing the offense as stuff of a horror movie. Moye will now spend decades behind bars, and under Wisconsin law, he won't be eligible for release until his 90s. Let me know what you guys all think about this. Please like, share, and put your comments down below.